It's 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. You're walking down the street, coffee in hand. The sun is right there, warm on your face, same as always. And then, it's gone. Not behind a cloud, not an eclipse, gone. Every star in the sky is still shining, but the sun has simply vanished. Here's the strange part. For the first 8 minutes, you wouldn't even know, and that's the least weird thing about to happen. The sun is coming back in exactly 24 hours. The question is, will we make it that long? Let's find out, minute by minute. Light isn't instant. It takes 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel the 93 million miles from the sun to your eyeballs. So when the sun disappears, you get 8 bonus minutes of sunshine. Light that already left before it vanished. You're literally living in the past. But light isn't the only thing on a delay. Gravity travels at the same speed. For those 8 minutes, Earth keeps orbiting a sun that no longer exists. Like a ball swinging on a string that's already been cut but doesn't know it yet. Then, at 8 minutes and 20 seconds, snap. The sky goes black and Earth stops turning in a circle. Instead, it shoots off into space in a perfectly straight line at 67,000 miles per hour. That's New York to Los Angeles in about 2 minutes. Would you feel the jolt? Actually, no. Everything moves together. You, the oceans, the air. It's the smoothest catastrophe in history. But don't relax yet. The real problems are just warming up. Or rather, cooling down. 1 hour in, half the planet was already in nighttime, so for them, almost nothing changed. But the day side of Earth is now staring at something no human has ever seen, a full sky of stars at noon. And it would be breathtaking. With no sunlight scattering through the atmosphere, the Milky Way would blaze overhead brighter than you've ever seen it. Astronomers would be having the best day of their lives. But look up and you'll notice something missing. The moon is gone too. Well, not gone, but invisible. Moonlight is just reflected sunlight. No sun, no moon. Same goes for Venus, Jupiter, every planet in the sky. They've all switched off like someone flipped a breaker. Meanwhile, the temperature has only dropped a few degrees. Earth's atmosphere is a fantastic blanket. It holds heat for a surprisingly long time. So far, this feels less like an apocalypse and more like a very long, very starry night. That feeling won't last. 6 hours in, the biggest disaster on Earth is completely invisible. Photosynthesis, the process that feeds basically everything alive, has stopped. Everywhere. At once, every plant, every speck of ocean algae has stopped producing food and oxygen. Now, before you hold your breath, don't worry. The atmosphere has so much stored oxygen that we could breathe for thousands of years. 1 day without photosynthesis costs us almost nothing. Animals, though, are getting confused. Birds are going quiet and heading to roost. Bees navigate by the sun. They're grounded. Nocturnal predators are waking up hours early to a world of easy, disoriented prey. It's becoming the strangest 24 hours in the history of nature. And humans? Power grids are handling the surprise night fine, mostly. Every solar farm on the planet just hit zero at the same instant. In countries that lean heavily on solar power, grid operators are now fighting to keep the lights on. But here's the thing. Electricity is about to become a matter of life and death, because the cold is coming. 12 hours in, the average surface temperature has fallen by roughly 5 to 10 degrees. That doesn't sound terrible, until you remember it's falling everywhere, all at once, and it is not going to stop. Scientists estimate that without the sun, Earth's average temperature would drop below freezing within about a week. We're only living through 1 day of that slide, but deserts are the first to feel it. With dry air and no cloud blanket, places like the Sahara can swing 40 degrees between day and night normally. Now there's no day coming to the rescue. The oceans become humanity's secret heater. Water stores mind-boggling amounts of heat. The top few meters of the ocean hold more thermal energy than the entire atmosphere. Coastal cities stay surprisingly mild while inland regions turn bitter. So if you're keeping score, best place to spend the sunless day? A coastal city near the equator. Worst place? The middle of Siberia or Antarctica, where it's already -60 and about to get worse. But the temperature isn't what has scientists sweating. It's what's happening 100 million miles away, because remember, Earth is no longer orbiting anything. While you've been shivering, Earth has been running away. In 24 hours at 67,000 miles per hour, we'll travel about 1.6 million miles off our original orbit. Sounds huge, but on the scale of the solar system, it's a rounding error. It's like a race car drifting a few inches off the racing line. The moon comes with us, by the way. It orbits Earth, not the sun. So our loyal companion tags along on our little joyride into the void. Invisible, but still there, still tugging on our oceans. The tides? Weaker without the sun's pull, but the moon does most of that work anyway. Surfers would barely notice. And here's something oddly beautiful. From space, Earth would look like a black marble wrapped in glowing golden threads. Every city, every highway, shining against the dark. The only light left in our corner of the universe would be ours. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Hour 24, the sun comes back. Everything's fine now, right? Not so fast. The sun blinks back into existence. 8 minutes and 20 seconds later, dawn breaks across the entire day side of the planet at once, the first simultaneous sunrise in history. Gravity grabs Earth again and bends our path back into a curve, but we're 1.6 million miles from where we should be, so our new orbit is slightly different from the old one. Ever so slightly more stretched, like an oval a few pixels wider. Would we spiral into the sun or drift into deep space? No. The orbit shift is real, but tiny. Seasons might run a touch differently, and astronomers would need to reprint every calendar and recalculate every satellite path. Annoying? Massively. Deadly? No. The frozen ground thaws within days. Plants restart photosynthesis like nothing happened. A single dark day is basically a cloudy day to them. Confused bees recalibrate. The biggest lasting damage is to crops in cold regions. One lost day of solar power, and several billion people who now need therapy. So, humanity survives the 24 hours, shaken, freezing, and forever changed. But before you get too comfortable, what if the sun didn't come back? Quick nightmare tour. Within a week, global freezing temperatures. Within a year, the oceans ice over, but only on top. Ice floats, and it insulates, so the deep sea stays liquid for hundreds of thousands of years, heated from below by Earth's core. And around those deep sea volcanic vents, life would carry on. Bacteria, tube worms, entire ecosystems that have never needed the sun at all. If the sun ever vanished for good, Earth's last survivors would be creatures that never even knew it existed. Humans could hold out too, in theory. Geothermal-powered bunkers in places like Iceland could keep small colonies warm and growing food under artificial light. The sun going out wouldn't be the end of life on Earth, just the end of life as we know it. The good news? None of this can actually happen. Stars don't vanish. The sun has about 5 billion good years left, so tomorrow morning, when that big ball of plasma comes up over the horizon, maybe give it a little nod of appreciation. What would you do with 24 sunless hours? Panic or stargaze? Drop your plan in the comments. And if this gave you a new appreciation for daylight, hit like and subscribe, because we've got plenty more what-ifs where this came from. Stay curious and stay on the bright side of life.